So here's a little video on 66 Mustang steering box mount area on the frame that rusts out pretty commonly. So I have this all cut open, and I welded up a bunch of pinholes here, and you can see what's left of two of the supports for the bolts that go through. Like these bolts go through, there's a support, and then the steering box mounts on the bottom here. But what I had to do was make some of these inner support pieces. So this one goes in right here, if I can get it in there. Let's see. That goes in like that. And there's 4 holes. That'll reinforce this one more. This one's okay, and this one's okay, and then this lower one was totally trashed. So I got one piece here, and as you can see, I'll spot weld it right there, and that'll be that piece. And then I made another piece right here with a thing on the bottom that goes in right here. And that goes in basically like that. So, and that'll spot weld in those 2 areas right here. And then there'll be another one of these bolts. There's up to 3 bolts for this. That'll go through here, and then there'll be another support right there. And then I made this piece, which I'll show you in a second. Now I made this piece, which goes right here. That piece will weld in there, and then I made this piece out of some beefy metal that goes right here, and that'll be a hole. That spot right there is similar to that other hole that I'll drill. So that goes there, and then there's one more piece. The side of this little mount here was messed up, so I made this piece, which will weld in over the top of the rest of it right there. And then that hole is where I have to drill a hole and then weld in a nut. Here's the nuts for both sides. There's a support bar that bolts across this bar, it just bolts in, so I have to weld in the socket there, and then down here, the hole's already there, but I got to weld in the nut still. But I did salvage the nuts. So, yeah, some extensive work here, but once that's all buttoned up, it should be pretty solid to mount a steering box on. And then that's the last of the major welding for the good old Mustang.